We can't stand back. We have to stop trusting that these institutions have our best interests of heart of our children, because they simply do not. Can't wait for somebody else to do something. You're a parent, you're a grandparent, you need to do something to protect your children.
If we have government controlling speech, we're in trouble.
More power to intimidate, to lock up, to silence.
The most totalitarian bill I've ever seen.
SaveFreeSpeech.ca.
My name's Terry Haydar, and I'm a member of Police on Guard and also National Coordinator for MamaBearsProject.com. When we saw what was happening with the children, when they were rolling out the vaccines in 2021, we thought, what can we do? So we started Mama Bears Project, and originally our mission was to educate parents about the danger of the shot, and for the most part that ship has sailed, and we thought, now what do we do? So we're now a resource center for parents. We have information on the regular schedule of vaccines, on masking, internet safety, gender dysphoria.
So, have you heard of Bill C-63?
Yes, absolutely.
Arif Farani says this is going to protect kids online. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know what? My idea of all of this stuff is it's corrupt, and it's a
Trojan horse.
Yes, thank you. That's the word. That, you know what, they do not want to protect the children online. I mean, I have learned now from my involvement that the number of children that are exposed to sexual abuse through different internet venues, never mind with the gender dysphoria, how many children, which, you know, all teenager goes through, questioning and wondering and thinking they're not pretty enough or handsome enough or big enough, and then they get online and then they see all these people saying, oh, it's so wonderful, go cut off your boobs and it's going to solve all your problems. So yeah, you know what, we advocated, and it's every parent's choice. No child should have social media before 16. There's absolutely no need. There is phones out there that you can purchase that, you know, if it's a safety issue that you feel you need to get a hold of your child, you can call them or text them. But they don't need to have access to the internet or to social media. They're not old enough. They don't understand, and there's too many predators out there just waiting for some vulnerable child.
Arif Farani has the audacity to say, we care about protecting kids from sexual exploitation. This is the same government that endorses the Pride Parade. It's the same government that endorses this education. I mean, how does that make you feel as a parent to see that hypocrisy?
This is not an issue only in Canada. I mean, it's very, very prevalent in the United States. It's everywhere. There are children under attack. And so for the politicians to say that they are trying to protect the children is, I'm sorry, I'm going to be politically correct here because I'm representing Police on Guard and Mama Bears, but it's a lie. They don't care.
With CSIS, they recently said people who are anti-gender or oppose the gender ideologies taught in schools, that you might be part of an ideologically motivated violent extremist group. I mean, how does it make you feel to know that our intelligence agency is endorsing, rubber stamping this idea that the people here, that yourself, a mama bear, might be a violent extremist?
Quite frankly, I don't care what they think about me. I know who I am and I know what I stand for. And I mean, I'm standing here right now. When I come to these rallies, I have mobility issues. I walk with a cane. And please explain to me how I am a threat when all I want to do is keep children away from sexual identity, sexual exposure when they're children, because they don't need to know anything about this. And people will say, well, you know, you're anti-gay. Well, no, you know, I'm not. I don't care what two consenting adults do. Carry on. Right? It's none of my business, but just leave the children alone. And this isn't about gay rights. They've already won in court. The gays have their rights. This is not about gay rights. That's why there's a group called Gays Against Groomers. They see what's happening. This is about grooming our children, normalizing sexual behavior so it's easier for a pedophile to prey on them. That's what this is about. And it's wrong.
Do you have any comments on just like the culture of fear? People are so afraid to speak out, to even simply say a man is a man, a woman's a woman.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean. You know, I have a hard time with that because I've always been a very outspoken person, and when I see something wrong, I speak up. But we can't stand back. We have to stop trusting that these institutions have our best interests of heart of our children, because they simply do not. You can't wait for somebody else to do something. You're a parent, you're a grandparent, you need to do something to protect your children. On our website, we have a number of tools to help parents to know what's going on in their schools. I carry on my phone a picture of genderqueer, and I'll simply say to parents, can you have a look at this? And they'll look at it. And it's pornography. There's no other way to describe it. It's cartoons, but it's pornography. I'll say this is in most of the schools in Canada, and then they won't believe you. And so, we have on our website the link to the resource where you can go in and you can see it. And you can see, go to your child's school, put in your child's school, and you'll see whether that particular book is in the library. But he's listed all the pornography books that are in the school libraries. Parents don't know. It's on purpose. Parents are busy. They don't have time, and they trust. Because when we went to school, we weren't exposed to this. We need to stop trusting. On our website, we have a number of tools, very good, how to have an effective meeting with your child's teacher, questions to ask. Where will my child have access to the internet? What filters are on the computer? What will they be able to access? Will there be any boys in the girls' washrooms? Will there be any third parties coming in? That now has changed because there's a directive in Ontario for any third party that's presenting in the schools. The parents are to be notified, but that's not in every province. So just a whole host of questions that parents would probably not think of to ask, but we need to be involved, and we need to ask the questions, and we need to ask our children when they come home every day. Did any adult tell you it's okay to lie to us? We would never have thought, I would never have thought of that when my children were in school, but that's what's happening in the schools. So we need to be involved, and I encourage all people to go to our website, look at the tools that we have. If anybody has a tool that they think they would like to share with others, please let us know so that we can share it with other people, because that's how we are going to protect our children. You know what? I started in May of 2020. I've got a big mouth. I was at rallies, and here I am, 68 years old, and I'm still okay. You know, what can they do to me? Call me a name? Oh, well. You know what? Our children need us. So don't wait too long, because it'll be soon in Canada you can't speak up. We need to protect our children. Don't wait, think somebody else is going to do it. Collectively, we can do this together. Bill 63 is a very scary bill that's coming through, and the government is trying to paint it that is going to protect our children online, which is completely false. And we are proud as Mama Bears to support SaveFreeSpeech.ca, because they are fighting very hard to bring exposure to this so that parents are aware, and we need to stand up and fight it. Bill 63 will not, and I repeat, will not protect children online. To learn more, go to SaveFreeSpeech.ca.
Save free speech.
Save free speech.
SaveFreeSpeech.ca, that's the place to go.
And I think something happens to your brain when you've been in Ottawa for too long.
I don't know what it means to be incarcerated for what you believe.
Things are not going to change unless we change them.